Right then folks, midnight walk and talk is a bit misty. See over there, can't you? See the mistiness over there? Indeed, yes. Alright, it does look a bit misty. I don't know why. I mean, even the car tonight, inside and outside, all misted up. As you're driving down the road, you have to keep using the wipers because you can't see out the front window. Not rain, it's just mist. Weird. Yes. Anyway, that's it. Transfer window closed. Yes. Oh, I've got videos linked up to add to this one of the 3 youngsters that United have signed. Yeah. Well, they're under age 19 or 18, under 18. No idea. But obviously, very, very young. No idea if they're good enough or will be good enough. Probably not. Well, that's the way it's been going, really. Yeah, probably not. I'm just saying in a recent video that the way forward for United is probably to go the way that Busby went with Busby Babes and Fergie went with youth coming through. And it was. Fergie sent the scouts out to bring those young players in. And it was about 4 years after he got there at the club. He had players like Whiteside, Lee Sharp, who were probably already at the club. They come in and did him a favour. They helped him out a lot. Because of course the youngsters that were there, like Beckham and Scholes, they weren't ready yet. But as soon as they were ready, they were in. They're mucking around, get rid of the old guard, McGrath, and all that lot. Get rid of them. Bye bye. Tatty bye byes. That's basically what the manager said. Sorry, you're not what we want anymore. Amber, walk away. Walk away, Amber. Be a good girl. So that was his way. Now Busby, pretty similar. Youngsters came through the system, and youth system followed by, and it worked. That's how the Busby Babes were made. So Fergie just basically did the same thing. Get the best youngsters you can get. Now, to be honest, that seems to be the way United have to move forward. But these players, unfortunately, they're too old to be that. Well, they are. Okay, they're only 18. But certainly Beckham, Scholes, Neville, but they were probably around 14, 15 when they came to United. So by the time they got to the first team, they'd already bonded in the youth system, then the under 18s, then the under 23s, then the reserves. They'd come through all of that. These 3 players haven't. Have they got time to bond in that way? No. They haven't, not in any way, shape or form. Have they got time to be passionate about the club? Where they're only going to stay at this club. Because apart from Beckham, and Beckham was basically got rid of because of a few decisions he was making with his life. Otherwise, he would have stayed for the rest of his career. I mean, Beckham himself would say that. He would admit that, yeah. If he'd have had a choice, would he have stayed at United for the rest of his career? Yeah. He was a United fan. He made that bond with Giggs and Scholes and Nevilles, but it was those 7 players. Well, their name, Giggs. I'm just going to count them. Giggs, Scholes, Neville, but Beckham. There was a 7th. Who was the 7th? Who was the 7th? There was a 7th youngster to come through. Who was the 7th? Can't remember, but there was. I'm pretty sure there was a 7th who came through. I don't know where the doggies are. Wait, where are you? There's Riley. Mollie Collie. Mighty Codgy. I see Chewie, Lucy. There's Mighty Codgy. Hello. I see Amber. Where's Amber? I think I hear Amber. I don't see Amber. Get your ass here. Come on. All the way back there. Obviously found something to eat. Come on. Hurry up. Come on. Now you're coming into view of the camera. You see? You were all the way back there, weren't you? Eh? Trying to eat food. Packing up. You get food when you get home. That's the plan. You get food when you get home, didn't you? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. There might be a 7th, but there's 6. That was 6. But generally speaking, 5 out of 6 stayed with the club and, you know, worked blinking hard to be part of the club and, you know, to be a regular at the club. And they would die for the club, basically, on that pitch. Oh, yeah. You know, Skulls. Never interested in going anywhere else. Gigs. You know, 2 of the best players in the world. Certainly during their prime. 2 of the best players in the world. Never once did they consider going elsewhere. Guarantee you, Barcelona, Real Madrid would have taken either of those players or both. They would have broken the world record to get them both. Of course they would have done. But neither player was interested. Why? Because they loved the club. They were brought through the youth system and they loved the club. So these 3, unfortunately, no. They're not the answer. You know, hopefully they will be players that can improve, can hopefully be a part of the team and, you know, do a good job. You know, one of them is a defender, quite tall. I'm not going to try and say his name. Then you've got Adnan Chewie, who's the one that's supposed to be the better at the 3, the more promising. He's not coming till January, but he looks decent enough. He's got some skill, he's got some ability. The other lad was recommended by Diego Forlan, the ex-United player, who was his manager. And decent young player again, not bad. Not bad, he's got some ability, but again, he's going to have to work on it and improve it a lot. Because, well, for example, Lingard had ability when he was young. He had some ability. He stayed at the club. He wasn't got rid of because he had some ability. He just never improved. He never seemed to grow up, Lingard. So as a case, you look at Lingard, you still think he might be 19. Yeah. He's 27 now. Or older. Maybe 28 now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he should have gone in this window. He should have gone. But again, the wages that is being paid is the problem. Who's going to buy him? But as I said, what the club should have done all the way through is have the players that they don't want anymore or that they know aren't going to make it. You know, put them on the situation of saying, right, you know, they are not going to stay at the club, they're leaving. So put them in a transfer window, but with the clause that you will pay half their wage. You know, at least for the initial contract with the club they're going to, or for the first 2 years. So the first 2 years, yeah. Because you're paying half their wage, so it's basically you paying a year's wage for that player, but you've got the player off your books now, right? You made a bit of money in selling them. So that's basically paid the wages anyway. Your morale in the club is going to get better because the dross that's just sitting there, not really earning their crust, is gone. You know, your Rojo, your Pereira, your Lingard, your Mata. Yeah, Mata's a good player. He is. And there's no doubt he could certainly have a role at another club. Oh, now you see the mist, didn't you? Oh, yes. There you go. Misty blue, misty blue. Well, it's not blue, it's just misty. Well, as I said before, yeah. If you was on the moors and you heard a wolf cry now, oh, you'd be pooping yourself, wouldn't you? Amber, leave it. Dozy dog. Come on. Yes, thankfully this is not the moors. And thankfully there's no wolfies. Just 5 collies, that's all. So yeah, wolfie cries at this time with the mistiness. Yeah, you'd be like, oh dear, what's going on here? Don't fancy that in any way, shape or form. Yeah, oh, you can see the stars. Well, I say you can see the stars. I'm not sure if you can see the stars. I can see some stars, but I don't think you can. What about over there? Can you see stars over there? Up there? No, I don't think you can. All you can see is dark. There are stars up there. I promise you. Can't see them very bright because there's too much light, you see. And all this light is probably having an impact on the camera anyway. See a star there? You see that little glitter? Not the thing that's moving. That's something on the camera or a bug or something. See a star? There you go, a star. There you go, you see a star. Well, that's because you've got the moonlight that's basically making that star look a bit brighter. You got more down there. Can you see them? No. Right, so you see some. You saw some. So there you go. You saw some stars. There's some over there again, but you can't quite see them. No. You might just be able to see them. There you go. See a few little twinkle twinkles. Twinkle twinkle little star. Amber, walk away. Stop trying to eat rubbish. Oh, this puddle isn't so bad tonight. It was really bad last night. We've had a bit of dryness today. It hasn't been raining all day. But this puddle, there was no. I couldn't walk through this last night. I had to walk on the side because it was complete and utter blinking puddle. Now, gentle, gentle, tippy toe. In case it's deep, you don't know how deep it is. You don't particularly want to get wet socks as you're walking around, because I'm going to walk around twice. Just to give them a good enjoyment. You see the statue over there? What you might do, it's over there. Yeah. Lit up, I suppose, in case there's an airplane flying past low. Although what on earth airplanes would be doing flying that low at night. We do have an airbase in the next town, but again, I'm not sure if they do a lot of night flights low down near a town. But they might do, so there you go. That's there just in case, I suppose. So Chewie would have had the bottle. Yeah, Chewie had the bot. Did you chew the bot, Chewie? Yeah, he did. He chewed it. Okay. That's why it's called Chewie, ain't you? That's why it's called Chewie. Because you're a chewer. Yes, indeed. Anyhow, so yeah, that's football. So, yeah, that's why you've got to say, really, getting back to the football bit, that's why a lot of people are thinking, Ollie should walk. He should just walk. He should just come out and say, in the next press conference, sorry, the board have not backed me. You know, I put forward a number of players that I needed. We've also said in the past that we wanted more coaches coming in to help us, you know, because we've got a lot of experienced coaches. And therefore, I'm stepping down. Because there's nothing I can do with this club, as it is. You know, we did very, very well last season. You know, I mean, unfortunately, last season for us, you know, Chelsea were struggling towards the end of it. Tottenham were struggling last season. Certainly the latter part of it. Leicester finished badly last season, so we managed to get into the top 4. We're never going to do that this season. Not with that investment. Tellez, good player. Cavani, hopefully, will be a good player for the club. I mean, all Solskjaer needs to say is that I'm a fan of the club. I can't sit here and watch it go down. So I have to walk away. Come on, Mollie Collie. That's what he needs to say. You know, fans would respect that. But if he does what he's probably expected to do, to just say, well, we're going to make the best of it. We've got some good players. Blah, 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 blah. You know, then that's not going to be good enough. As I say, if you are the fan of a club and the club is going down in the direction it is, as many have said, if Ollie steps down, that will make the board stand up and pay attention. Yeah. Because the problem with the board is there are no football people there. They might then get a director of football. They might then start taking this football club seriously. Because of course, if Ollie steps down and takes no severance pay, then he's not legally bound that he can't say anything bad about the club. See, Jose, at least for a time, at least while he's getting his severance pay, because he was sacked, can't say anything about the club. Not negative. He can't say anything about his time at the club. He can't say anything about the board and how they behaved, about how they let him down. He can't say anything like that. Not while he's getting his severance pay, otherwise he'll lose that. Now, it would have been great if the multimillionaire Jose would have just said, sod that. Don't care about the severance pay. Not interested in that at all. I'm walking away from that. I'm going to tell people how it is at this club. Yeah, this board have got people conned. Again, people would have respected him a lot more. Just to do that, just to say, forget the money. I don't care. The money's not important. I don't care about that at all. So, yeah, there you go. It is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. But, as I say, is Ollie going to do that? No. Hello, you. Are you behind us again? Yeah, you caught up? Good girl. There you go, she caught up. Amber, walk away. Walk away. Come on, be a good girl. Stop trying to find dodgy food. Be a good bubba. Yeah. Well, it's like any business. If you were brought up in a business and you worked at that business and you were incredibly successful, you helped to see its golden years, and then you were brought in to manage it, but the people who actually managed it were doing a terrible job. Come on, Luce, bring that here. Bring it here. Leave it now. Leave it now. Leave it now. Nope, let's go in the car. That's what we were trying to get the other day. That'd be good for the puppies to play with. No, don't care. You lost it the other day, you're not having it this time. Now let's go in the car. It's a rope toy. See? That'd be great to put in the kennel for the pups. Dry it out. Stick it in there for them. Good for their teeth. As their teeth are coming through. Brilliant. No, Lucy. No more. I'm sticking this in the car. I'm sticking it in the car. Now pack it up. Shut it. Get out of it. Go on. Anyway, so yeah. You know, as I say, football-wise, if Ollie was to do that, if Ollie was to step down and just, you know, not have any severance, just say, sod the money, don't care about the money, guarantee people would respect him so much more. They really would. Lucy, no, leave it. That's the reality. People would respect him and just say, wow, that was fantastic. Fantastic of him to do that, because he just served the club far better by doing that than he ever could have done by staying on and waiting to be sacked. You know, that is fantastic. That's exactly what we need to see from someone who's a fan of the club. You know, so the problem is like he will say he'll stay on. He would say, well, I'm a fan of the club, so I've got to stay on because I want to actually try and fix this. He's got no chance of fixing it. if they're not going to give him the players that he needs and they're going to make an excuse, oh, but it's COVID, it's affecting us far worse than anyone else. No, it isn't. First of all, no, it isn't. Not in any way, shape or form. Of course it isn't. Yeah, you have the situation with COVID. And then you have Tottenham Hotspur built a new stadium, right? Wonder what I think these things are still working, not sure. They cover them over, which makes it look as if they're saying that you don't have to pay. So there's a paying display, but that basically makes it look as if you don't have to pay, doesn't it? Because they covers it over. So, yeah. I will see. Well, I think that may be what the council tried to do me for, because I parked in around here the other day and they're trying to charge me £12 for not paying and displaying. But, as I say, you look at the pay and display things, they cover them with plastic bags. So, come here. Oi, come here. Get in there. Here. All right. 1 second. I'll just pause. 1 second. Yeah, so if I was parked here, which I may have been here, I'm not totally sure. See, that one looks as if it's not working, doesn't it? They covered it over. So, yeah, the things you need to look at to see if it's, it looks as if that isn't working. So I'm going to have to find out from them where it's supposed to happen. Come here, Amber. Amber, here. Right, one. So, Yeah, I say there wasn't really anything else happening, I suppose. Oh, yeah, I mean, as I said the other day about Trump issue, yeah, they all reckon that Trump is really faking it. There's a lot of people thinking that Trump is faking this whole COVID situation. Well, certainly, as I said the other day, it wouldn't be a surprise, would it, if you learned in the future that Trump had faked it. He never really had COVID. Because he's had 3 doctors come out and said things, and they've all said something different. Yeah, which would suggest that what on earth is going on there? Plus, having COVID and surviving it easily makes him look like such a tough guy, doesn't it, really? Such a strong guy. All right, leave. Now, leave it. Amber, walk away. Walk away. Come on, this way. No idea what that was. Some food on the floor. Anyway. No idea what those guys were doing. They were trying to tease the dogs. Whether they were trying to get them to bite them, I don't know. But yeah. Could have just been playing. Don't know. But yeah, as I say, with Trump, yeah. It wouldn't surprise anyone for a second, would it, that he faked it? Yeah. Because when you think about it, he's in his mid-70s, so he's in that age, which is risky, high risky. His diet is bad, to say the least. Yeah. According to himself, he eats a lot of fast food. So that's really bad. He has to hold on when he's walking downhill, so therefore his fitness is quite poor. He gets the virus and shakes it off, basically. As, what's that woman? This singer, as she Shake It Off. That was her song, wasn't it? Shake it off, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I'm not into her music anyway. No, I mean, she's done a lot of music about her ex-boyfriends and stuff like that. It's like, okay, girl. That's old. I mean, how many times have artists done that? Break-up songs and, how their ex didn't know them very well and they'd be sorry to let them go and all this. Oh, it's old. Old hat. Move on. Go on. But yeah, she seems like a nice girl though. You know, she does a lot with her fans, or whether she does that with her fans to make more fans, I don't know. Or to cement the fans she's got, I have no idea. She might just be a nice person. Such a nice person, I ain't got a clue what her name is. Come on, Chew. This way, handsome baby boy. And you, Riley. Well, one of your collies is working. Not sure about the other one. Yeah, the blue one doesn't seem to be working. Whether it's still on him, I don't know. Not working though, so I don't think it is. Yeah, there's Amber. There's Mollie. I see Mollie. Is your collar working, Mollie? No, needs charging. Okay. It's the thing with these collars, once they need charging, they just stop working completely. Even though there's some life in them, you turn them on, they turn themselves off. Well, it's working slightly, however. It's not very bright at all. Hello, Bubba Girl. And Mollie Collie. How you doing, Bubs? You doing okay? There you go, Mollie Collie. Yeah, so, yep. So Trump looks as if he's a big tough guy because he survived. Like, certainly his supporters. Oh, our guy survived COVID. Yeah, far better than the British Prime Minister did. Yeah, because he's a tough guy. He's not some old weakling. Actually, yes he is. And even if he did have COVID and didn't get too bad of it, the majority of people that have COVID, the majority, 90% maybe, well certainly I'd say 70% of people that have it have virtually no symptoms at all. Virtually no symptoms whatsoever. He was definitely coughing because, I mean, they were saying that when he did his interviews, he did these little interviews, didn't he? Where he went out in front of the camera to pretend that everything was okay and to thank his fans and supporters who have been there for him. Riley, come. Come on, boy. You always go through there looking for food, didn't you? Packing up. So, yeah, they were saying that even when they did that, they had to use a lot of editing because, yeah, he was struggling a lot. Yeah, he was coughing like mad, and so they had to keep on cutting out the coughing because he couldn't have that. He couldn't let people see him weak. Yeah, that's why he never wore a mask all the time, because he couldn't let people see him weak. Yeah, it was stupid, to say the least. But that's Trump. That's Trump. Yeah, so, yeah, he's got to appear to be tough and, yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, there was a British doctor who was on the what's it called? Talk Radio. I think Julia Hartley Brewer program, and he was talking about COVID, and he was talking about the fact that there are things that people can do. He said, but don't listen to Trump. Don't try and inject bleach like he told you to. It's like, yeah, that's Trump. That's classic Trump, isn't it? Inject something into your body that could kill you. Yeah, that's a solution to COVID. Oh, really? Wow. When God was giving out brains, you thought he said trains. So you asked for an old slow one. And you got an old slow one, didn't you, Trumpy? Yes. Oh, dear me. Politics, eh? All fun and games. Oh, right, they were saying that they made a mistake with the COVID cases, and they've now corrected that, and now they've got a lot more cases because of the correction. It's like, well, what if what you thought was a mistake was a reality? What was that was truth, and what if the correction is actually a mistake? Yeah, is that possible? Yes. With this government, with these scientists. These scientists, they did that thing, didn't they, where they had that thing there. keeping it in a vehicle. The police often drive around here, so just trying to check behind to see if there's anyone there, but I do not believe there is. God, it's got even more misty. Even more. That's weird. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the scientists that put that graph forward and saying, well, this is only what we look at as a possibility, and everyone else said, oh no, this is what they're predicting. And they were saying, oh, this is not a prediction, but knowing that everyone would see it as that, which of course they would, because you're the scientists involved with COVID, you bring out this blinking graph, you know exactly what people are going to do with that. They're going to say it's their prediction. But what they predicted, basically, what they said would happen if we didn't bring about these changes that they suggested we needed to, not some really strong changes, which we haven't really brought about. Yeah, they were talking about it being 20,000 cases by now. It's not, it's 10. Yeah. Yeah, they were trying to create panic. Why? That's the thing. Why aren't people asking the question? Why were they trying to create panic? What on earth were they doing? What was the purpose of all the panic? Well, I mean, as I said before, it's possible that the purpose was to change society. You know, to change cities. Yeah, because obviously you've got London, which was really the city of business, banks, all that lot. But a lot of those offices are going to close. Now, a lot of those people that worked in the offices or worked in the little amenities places that serve the offices, for fast food or sandwich places and coffee places, they're going to be closed as well. Those places will probably be turned into accommodation of some sort. And it's quite possible that places like London, Manchester, Glasgow will just be accommodation. All the sort of offices will close. People won't work in offices anymore, they'll work from home. Yeah, that's quite likely to be the case. You know, and then a lot of those people will be fired because they won't be needed. Well, it'll be more the case where they will be needed, their jobs will be needed, their positions will be, but the companies will realise, why should we be paying this person £17 an hour, if it is that little, probably a lot more. But why should we be paying this person £17 an hour when we can go to India, find someone who's perfectly qualified to do this job, or China, who speaks English, yeah, who can do the job, but do the job for £5 an hour. We should just go there and get them, because we can save a ton of money. Because of course most of these companies have got shareholders, and as I've said before, shareholders are the problem. They're the bane of our universe now, because any company that has shareholders, that company does not care less about customers or about its staff anymore. It only cares about shareholders. Shareholders are the thing. There you go. We've got these shareholders, they want money. They're not happy unless they make money every year. So we've got to say, stuff the customer, stuff the staff, we've got to make more profit. So let's move all the work abroad where we can save an absolute blinking fortune. Well, the problem is then, okay, you do that. What are you going to do for the next couple of years? You moved all the work abroad, so you're saving money. How are you going to save money? You've got to now lay those people off, and you've got to put, say if you lay 10% of those people off to make a bit more money to pay the shareholders, you've now got to put an extra workload onto the other 90% of staff, but for no more money, or maybe a tiny bit more money, I suppose. Because if you're paying the people £5 an hour, but you sack 10%, you could pay the other 90% £6 an hour. You've saved a lot of money. Make them work a bit harder, do a bit more work. Cover for that 10% you've just sacked. Next year, do the same. Another 10% go. Now the rest get a bit of a top up in their pay. Bonuses now, but they're probably still got the same pay. They just get a bonus system. If they do the extra work, they get a bonus. The bonus would only work out as maybe £10 a week more. Even £1 a week more. That'd be what the bonus works out as. Instead of £5 an hour, £6 or £7 an hour. That'd be what the bonus works out as. But they're doing now a lot more work. Yeah, in order to earn their crust. And the people really in charge, the people running it, the greed merchants, and they're making money for their shareholders. Problem is, after 10, 15 years of this, you've got no workforce anymore. You've sacked them all. You're now left with 10% of what you started with. And so obviously the work is falling way short of where it should be. Come here. Oi. Here now. All right, go and say hello. Go on. Go and say hello, Mollie. Amber, come here. Come here, Amber. Amber, shush now. Amber, shush. Shush now. Amber, shush. Right, here you go. I'm in this video now. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.